For two guys. I guess I need to talk to Charter tomorrow. Okay. That's the way it's gonna be. Talking to tech support, but I think I need to. Either changing my IP fucked up my modem or just resetting it because it hasn't been reset in probably a month. Resetting it, downloaded something new or and it caused fuckery. Now I need to unfucker it by talking to tech support. Probably need to, what it's called, retrain the modem. Not retraining. It's where they recalibrate the signal levels internally on the modem. And basically, you talk to a phone pleb, that beep boops on their flowchart, and they push a button on their end and it fixes it. But you can't do it on your end because you're a user. And that and my upload is not quite right. My upload right now is giving me about 15 megs instead of 22. Which, you know, I stream at about 8 megs, so that does eat part of it, but obviously just having the extra upload, I like having that headway. Although 5 megs is more than enough. Still, that means there's something wrong with my modem. Something's going on here. I'll have to talk to tech support tomorrow and see what they say. Because my modem resets, it stops, like, it loses signal, I think. You can't access the signal page, so I have no idea what's going on with it. But I think it loses the signal, and then after about 3 minutes, it'll reboot itself, and rebooting takes about another 3 minutes, and then it'll come back up. So, yeah, it's actually kind of funny, because I was just talking about how Charter basically I never really have problems with it. I think pretty much I just need to talk to tech support and they'll fix it. I think it has something to do with me either changing IP or resetting the modem in the first place. It fuckered it. So I'm probably going to disconnect. It's about every 4 to 7 hours is when it restarts. So more than likely have a reset during the stream. Well, I mean, they can update firmware. I don't think it was a firmware update, because they automatically reset themselves when they do that. I don't think it was a firmware update. Oh. I'm actually kind of looking at the Charter forums here, seeing if there's something going on, and it might actually be something relating to my modem. Corrupt firmware file. I guess I reset it? When I reset the modem, I basically got the new firmware or something. Like a fucking virus or something. I don't know, I'll see tomorrow, guys, when I call Spectrum and talk to them. It's not really Charter anymore. Call Spectrum and talk to them. Erratic upload bandwidth. Yeah. Yeah, I might have just gotten unlucky with swapping my IP. I don't know. It's like the modem works fine, and then it'll just randomly just fuck up. It'll just stop working. Like, it works fine, and then, oh, just out of nowhere. It's not like I'm getting, like, super sporadic pings or anything like that. My ping's pretty fine for streaming, and when I'm not streaming, it looks pretty good. Just out of nowhere, just, well, I guess I can't see anything anymore. You know, I'm blind. Partially blind, guys. Partially blind. Alrighty, guys. Tonight, as I mentioned, we're going to be playing some Apex Legends. I'll probably have to restart the stream at some point due to fuckery with Charter, so keep that in mind. Probably have to restart at some point here. We're going to go over the Reddits here real quick, guys. As far as podcast material tonight, don't really have much to talk about. We're going to talk about Apex Legends, the Reddits here. Otherwise, yeah. Playing games tonight, guys. I had to take care of snow yesterday, and it's going to snow later today, but mainly Saturday, which I have a LAN party on Saturday. Saturday is going to be another snow day, so I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to work on my car tomorrow. With all the snow coming down in Wisconsin, which is kind of weird, like fuck tons of snow. Polar vortex, global warming, hashtag hashtag plover. Polar vortex, global warming. Enunciate, you bitch. Polar vortex is just kind of fucking things up. Well, I guess that means, you know, in probably 20 years when there is no snow, I'll probably, you know, miss the days back when there was a couple feet coming down per month. But until then, sucks. And all the rich people will ride Elon Musk's evacuation rocket to Mars, and I can't afford a ticket. And I'll probably lose out on the lottery for the lucky people that get free tickets. So, obviously, they put all the smart people in one rocket, they put all the wealthy people in another rocket, and then below the wealthy people's cargo space, where they have a little bit of extra room, they put all the people that can't afford a ticket, because, you know, we wouldn't want riots, right? Oh. The tumor. I hope not. The tumor. Morning, guys. Happy Friday. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on here. It's Havoc, baby. So we use the Havoc. At first I thought the Havoc sucked, and then I was using it a bit more, and with the turbocharger mod, I actually don't think it's that horrible. The projectiles inherit a lot of inertia from your movement, which makes it hard to hit people while you're moving. However, I think the DPS of the gun's actually pretty good. Do you think they would have released this post with the patch? It's scanned charge beam. Huh. Havoc has damage fall off. I think this is the only gun in the game that has damage fall off. That's kind of weird. Oh, I'm not in podcasts, am I? Categories, good. No piercer? Or what? Critical to weapon feel that each weapon have strong underlying power fantasy from Havoc character. Initial reference was a scene from Elysium. Shred space station with his chemtrail rifle. I like how they had to blur out the picture almost completely so you can't tell what's going on in it. They posted it so they wouldn't get sued. It's shock rifle. Shock rifle. Shock rifle. GIF highlighting way to make Mirage's ult more team focused. I don't get why Mirage needs everything going on with this game. Mirage needs a rework. Bloodhound and Bangalore are my favorite Legends to play pair against because plays like this. Yes, Z. Looking through smoke with Z. I think this is their Bangalore too. Like the one actual time that Bloodhound is really, really fucking good. Cannot believe what my dumbass just did. It's hit scan, I guess. It is kind of weird. I mean, they can sprinkle their own hit scan versus non-hit scan weapons in the game whenever they want. Walk into his own grenade. Council, by the way. Oh, fuck. Yep, that's council aim right there. Good. Good, good, good. Emies, yes. Content is meaningful. Let's the kill leader have a crown and skull next to their kill. And sure, why not? Type training, next stop, Caustic. Uh-huh. Dude, the fucking 80s has this fucking weird-ass actual, like, the retro style from the 80s. Very surprising. Like, that it's still, it, like, never really, it caught on, then it kind of left, even though it's still very, very unique. Like, Tron sort of shit. Yeah, you wouldn't, it'd be a good idea to use that for, a theming for your channel, wouldn't it? I'm sure no one's done that on Twitch. So unique, just take an entire decade and apply it to your channel so no one else can do it. I guess you can do it, you're just a Me Too then. Like cats, like Lyric's thing is cats, and if you ever talk about cats, you're... Well, that's not really that big of a thing anymore. Back when Lyric was generally the only big streamer on Twitch, whenever anyone did anything referring to cats or dealing with cats, like they're always actively compared to Lyric. Espas Champion. Hide unowned skins. No, just sort them by what you own and what you don't own. Talked about that already. Stranger danger, guys, if you can actually win this through Ed kit. This means that they need to tweak the circle damage late game, much like they do in Fortnite. Yep, that means they need to tweak late game damage so you don't get people camping the smoke med kits. Actually overusing his med kits right now. Last med kit, guys. I like how he changed it from ja 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 to ha ha ha. Latin, by the way. They dropped the meds for their teammates. It was actually surprising the enemy team lasted that long. They could, I mean, they could, besides increasing circle damage, which they need to do late game to prevent shit like that, they could just make it so the circle basically closes to like a 10-foot radius and then lasts there for like 5 minutes. So you have ample time to kill whoever's left in the game, and whoever is healing will eventually just run out of health items. Good morning, Sanjo. It did last surprisingly long, and that's what they said. That's what she said. Must have looked like a heroin addict after this match. Medkit win should not be a thing, ever. After seeing Fortnite tournaments end that way, seeing tournaments end that way. Yeah, it's the most anticlimactic win in existence. This guy is over nerfing. You don't need to do that. Here's the damage then, circle. Overcomplicating things. Add 2 circles. First circle takes damage. Second circle is insta-kill. You can just make it so people take increasingly more damage further from the circle they are too. We've discussed that back when I played H1Z1, played PUBG, and then when I played Fortnite. Rehashing old ideas here, guys. It's actually kind of weird how each game developer does their circles and make them slightly different from each other. But definitely this means they need to increase the damage or some sort of, you know, debuff at the end of the game. At the end of the game, the circle definitely should be doing more damage. Like, it should hurt if you go out into it. First attempt at doing it, currently. Basically, a lot of different takes on doing exactly the same thing, which is just increasing the amount of damage people take at the end of the game. Why is everyone so upset by this? It's extremely rare that this type of playstyle will win. Apparently, someone has never played fucking H1Z1. There was a point in H1Z1, guys, when the game first came out, where if you lasted long enough, the smoke would just stop doing damage. Like, that was a thing. And eventually, the game would just end in a tie after like 10 minutes of just smoke being there but not doing damage. Yeah, that was a thing in H1Z1. H1Z1 shit the bed so hard. Like, they had so much opportunity to do things, and just like with PlanetSide 2. And then Daybreak just didn't. Same thing with PUBG, although PUBG was very, very determined to be fucking Arma. So maybe not. Maybe they didn't really shit the bed. They just kind of took someone else's bed and just sat in it, I guess. And then didn't know where to go with it from there. H1Z1 had a lot of potential, and they just shit it with that game. Well, I talk about Fortnite all the time, or I did talk about Fortnite all the time until Apex came out. I keep mentioning that basically building is broken in Fortnite. Not that there shouldn't be building, but you can build way, way too much. And they've kept perpetuating it. And they have, like, the couple things that they've added to the game to try and make it so it's more... you could combat building, like spam building a little easier. Everyone just, like, freaked out about, so then they take it out or they'd redo it. and like it's still the same. And then like people from Fortnite come to Apex and they complain about people and just living in boxes, and you're like, yeah, that's because you're in an invulnerable box. Why isn't an invulnerable box like OP, guys? Why doesn't anyone think an invulnerable box is OP? I don't know. I guess it's because big streamers use it. Yeah, this is going to become more common now that people have seen this on Reddit and they know it works. Lifeline and like he wasn't using like very high-end meds or anything. Like he wasn't big meds. He was just using syringes, and syringes are really, really common. So it's actually entirely possible to do this, which means Respawn's going to have to patch this. Let's do that. This is Extreme 2 at Respawn at Apex Legends. Play Apex or Apex Legends? Apex Legends News, Titanfall blog. Do patch end game smoke before this common as has happened other BRs. This end game smoke to yeah. This is extremely easy to do at Respawn at Play Apex. Patch endgame smoke to do more damage. Patch endgame smoke to do more damage before this becomes way too common, as has happened in other BRs. Past. And past. We have characters left here. We can be articulate. But it is literally the starting point for strats like this. Done. Beat. Gone. Reddit in stone, guys. Camp it. You can self-revive in midair. Huh. Oh, patch it. Patch it. That's fucking interesting shit. Patch it. Yeah, whoever said this game has no bugs and was super clean when this game launched, because like, oh, I'm happy a game's not a beta. This is 100% a beta, guys. This is like beta quality stuff. Oh, it's not a beta, guys. This game is so done. It's so fresh and new and just works so well. There's no exploits or gimmicks or bugs. No bugs at all. It's so polished, guys. Just like a finished game. Mid-air revive. Like the amount of bugs we're just seeing like flow through Reddit right now. Not that I think there's anything wrong with it actually being like, you know, having bugs, because every game's have bugs and this is just basically a fresh release, but like some people just like, because it doesn't say beta on it, does not mean it's not beta quality, you know? Like beta, you can attach a word to fucking anything, you know? I'm a fucking unicorn, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm actually a unicorn. Servers are currently down. Issue resolved. A picture of servers being down? Okay. Yeah, I can 100% see that strategy with the just medkitting and the smoke becoming extremely common in the next couple days. because that's really easy to do. All you have to be is a lifeline and pick up med kits. That is insanely easy to do. Insanely easy to do. So, and based on having experienced it in other Battle Royale games, I definitely could see it becoming a huge issue in this game very easily with the amount of people they have playing with this game, the amount of interconnectedness people have nowadays, and with how easy it is for like shit on Reddit to start trending. I could even see like games maybe either today or tomorrow, like tonight's stream. Definitely could see running into medkit campers, smoke campers. Or anyone else interested in seeing enemies knocked in addition to kills? Yeah, KBs are dumb. Overwatch definitely made that exceedingly apparent that just KD in general when referring to KBs is kind of pointless. Definitely, I thought it was based on knocking people down. It really should be like knockdowns. Because you can finish anyone off. That doesn't really matter. Like someone laying on the ground crawling around doesn't mean anything. Pulling back Apex. What? What? Is there actually an argument here? Let's see. I am actually curious if they can make an argument for Origin holding back Apex besides everyone hates Origin Mimi. Upon constantly been crapped upon by the Origin launcher, so completely useless at doing its job. No add recent players function. Bet you better get your notepads out. Found your friend's message in game. Why the hell doesn't overlay automatically have a chat box open already? Origin can get spam ads. Send to a message to an offline friend. They receive a message when sending to them at the exact time you open it. Or UE is garbage. Half the time I boot up Apex, it resets full screen mode. Why is this thing? This has nothing to do with Origin. It has nothing to do with Origin. This really doesn't have anything to do with Origin. This is integration with Origin. This is Apex problem. That in Battlefield. Yeah, Origin is holding Apex back. It's kind of a little disingenuous, I think. Good big word, guys. Disingenuous. Disingenuous. Let's just say that. Disingenuous. Disingenuous.
Disingenuous. Disingenuous. Disingenuous. Disingenuous.
Not candid or sincere, typically by pretending that one knows less about something than one really does. Disingenuous. It's not disingenuous, it's sensationalist. That is not candid or sincere was what I was going for. However, typically by pretending that one knows less about something than one really does. Sensationalist. Person who presents stories in a way that is intended to provoke public interest or excitement at the expense of accuracy. It is definitely sensationalist. And then there's hyperbole. Hyperbole, all the good big words for media. Exaggerated statements or claims not meant to be taken literally. Also maybe a little bit of hyperbole. Mainly sensationalist. Why Apex Legends fails, guys. Just right there. Hammer that in stone. Apex Legends is failing because of these 5 points of Origin. Okay. This is my life now. I'd rather have everything on, like, Steam, but, you know, Steam is fucking a monstrosity with fucking 30%. That I don't agree with. Health droid if you need it. Teehee, ungrateful ally. Give me a moment patching myself up. Am I a jolts to you? Joke to you? Yeah, you mean where the fucking Lifeline throws out her Q somewhere on the map. Oh my god! Lazy Day. Long time no see. Lazy Day is continued. I do like that they changed it, guys. Oh. Just wait for it. Lazy Day, just wait for it. I should actually just turn off the sounds at this point. I really should just turn off the sounds of the donation tracker. Wait for it, bro. It didn't even happen. It didn't even happen. it just decided it wasn't going to do it at all. Okay. It didn't even load the GIF this time. All right. Easy day. All these subs. Look at all these subs, guys. I have so many subs. I have so many subs. Like, I might be able to buy, like, some McChickens this month with my sub money. Like, a couple. Yeah, it just didn't happen. I'm sorry, it didn't happen. I don't know what happened to the GIF. It got lost in the inner tube somewhere. Talk to Charter. Speaking of which, I might disconnect today, guys. As I mentioned, my internet disconnects anywhere from 4 to 7 hours. It'll disconnect and reconnect itself, and it takes about 5 to 10 minutes for the modem and everything to reset. So keep in mind, if I disconnect, I'll probably be back. I will end the stream with a goodbye, like bye sort of thing. So, oh yes, got to give him a pony. I was too impressed with the fact that my gift doesn't even show up anymore. There we go. Spend it all at once. Oh boy. Thought that was your anthem bug? You know, nope. That was the donation tracker sound with the GIF that is synchronized to it, which doesn't work anymore for some reason. Blame Streamlabs. Okay. It's great. It used to be glorious. It was glorious at one time. Now it's not. Anybody else think of listening in and finding this is one of the most fun things in the game? Oh, Loot Casino. Okay. Alrighty, guys. We're going to play some Apex Legends now. Play some Apex Legends.